Onside, offside.
Okay.
Onside, yes. Offside, no.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Statements. I've got two. Vinny's got two to ask you two learned souls. Mark Bosnich, first up.
Yeah.
Manchester United. Ooh, look at this. Beat Liverpool on the weekend.
Superb win.
Onside, offside. Manchester United wins at home against Brighton to make it 3 on the trot.
Onside.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's not going to be easy because Fabian Herzler's men had that wonderful win on the weekend against...
Didn't see it. Sorry,
against,
boss.
yeah, I was going to say, what team? Against Newcastle. Danny Welbeck playing against his old club, scored 2 on the weekend. Yeah. Very, very organised. They're very, very close to the table as well. And it has been, unfortunately, with Manchester United for quite some time, you know, a case of win one, get everyone's hopes up, lose one. They've won 2 now on the trot. And I know things fell into the right place on the weekend. Got the early goal for Mbumo, which basically they had something to defend with. Liverpool were pretty much in control of the whole game, but there were some good signs that Lehmann's the new goalkeeper is outstanding. Ruben Amorim showed that he can adapt and did adapt and played in a different way that he normally plays. The players that came on showed the right passion, the right spirit. Throughout the team, there was a good feeling amongst all the players. And even after Liverpool came back into it and equalised, they still went ahead and got the winner. So let's just hope this is the start of something very, very special. But Brighton will not be easy because they're a very, very well-organised side and a very difficult team to play against.
Foz, Kevin Muscat, you mentioned him just there. It looks like the move, the possible move to Rangers has collapsed.
Yep.
It's because the Chinese season was still going. He wasn't going to hop out at Shanghai, where they're trying to win the title. It's close there. So the question is onside, offside. Is Kevin Muscat right to say to Rangers, wait while the Chinese season is still going?
I would say halfway, but if I had to, I'd say probably onside. The reason also being is because it's important for him to have another title on his CV. I think over the medium term it makes a difference. And so therefore what he's doing is that 3 seasons in a row actually, which is also very rare. I think he went straight from the title in Yokohama, straight there, and then
I think there was a second place in Japan. So he won it, and then second place, and then won it last season in China.
Okay, got it. So, yeah, consecutive, and therefore I think he's smart enough to know that it's in my interest to pack this away on the CV before I go. And also, you don't know what's happening internally. I'm not sure whether Muskie actually turned down the situation.
We don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
On face value, it looks like he just said no because the timing was wrong. But who knows?
Yeah, I think the club's in a bit of turmoil. Not sure how much they were investing. I think Muskie's smart enough to look at all of the different components as to whether it's right for him rather than being desperate. He's made that clear. I think that's part of the growth of Australian coaches, which has been brilliant. No longer just desperate for any job in Europe. I mean, he's in Belgium. He knows what can happen. Popper went, I think, to Turkey.
And Greece,
they know what can happen, so they're much more careful now about building their career and making sure they make the right move. And for that reason, I think Muskie's smart enough to make that decision.
Yeah. Boz, Harry Kane obviously left Tottenham for Bayern Munich and he's absolutely killing it right now. Sneaky Ballon d'Or chance, I think, in future for him. He's now being linked with a move back to Spurs, onside, offside, returning to a club that you've previously been at.
Offside, I would say, because a lot's changed since he's left before, and I would... The way he's been going, so far as I'm concerned, at the moment, is the best striker in Europe. And Bayern Munich, the only unbeaten side in the top 5 leagues in Europe, still... They're a really good chance to win the Champions League. If not this season, every year they are, but this season especially. I would not be entertaining the idea until I've actually tasted success in that Champions League with Bayern Munich. And when you're talking about coming back to, you're going to come from a team that's challenging for the title, challenging for Champions League, to a team that are challenging really and realistically either for a domestic trophy, one of the two if they're in it, the second or third tier European trophies. They're not title contenders yet, or a top 4 spot or top 5, whatever you want to call it. So it's really, really difficult when you are challenging for titles at the highest level, then to come back down when you're still playing very well. So offside.
Is it ever a good idea to go back?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course. And won 2 trophies. I went back to win trophies and did that, but that was a little bit different because I knew if I'd stayed at Aston Villa, that I wouldn't have the opportunity to win the title within the next 5 or 6 years, and was proved correct. This way, I can tell you now, from now towards till Harry Kane retires, Tottenham will still not be in the position to win the title, serious contenders.
Fair. Foz, Mo Salah has started every game of this Premier League season. He's only missed 5 minutes. And obviously Liverpool, as we discussed, looking a bit dodgy at the moment. Onside, offside. It's time for Slot to bench him.
Sure. Look forward to our comments from North Africa if this answer goes.
No, well, I mean, possibly, but I'd say offside. Only if he's tired, not if he's not performing well. Because a player of that stature, he knows how to get himself into form, and therefore benching him's not doing anything for him. Is it going to do something for the team? I'm not too sure. But the other reason why I say offside is because actually I think a lot of the problems they're having is him integrating with the new players. I don't know how he's going to integrate from the bench. So that just doesn't make sense to me from that perspective. I think he's got we've spoken about it before. And just the fact that he doesn't have as many goals as what I think he had 7 at this time already last year, that his output is not at the same level. You're looking at a guy who knows how to perform, week in, week out. 29 goals last year, top goal scorer. I mean, he won everything. So he doesn't just decline like that. The team is different, and that's affecting him. To me, it's more about Slot finding the answers for him on the field to operate within this new environment than it is about just taking out one of your best pieces.